Psalms 120 through to 134 are known together as the Psalms of the Ascents, and these 14 songs were written for pilgrims who were making their journey to Jerusalem, maybe for the annual feasts where they would appear before the Lord. They're also very applicable and perhaps were written for exiles who were coming from Babylon and returning to their homeland, and who were setting their affection towards Jerusalem and to the temple, restoring themselves to the place of worship where their predecessors had known the Lord moving so powerfully. It's not surprising, therefore, that the psalm starts in a negative way. In my distress, I called to the Lord. These psalms are appropriate for people who are going through distressing times and who wonder, is there any answer? And the answer comes in the form of a spiritual ascent, but it comes in the form of a journey, a process, a walk. Pilgrims walk. They don't run. I know today you can get your aeroplane and go wherever you want in the world, and that includes to go to Jerusalem. You fly into Tel Aviv and an hour later you're there, but you have to drive up the hills, because Jerusalem is not just a mountainous area, but there in the pinnacle in Mount Zion, where the place of the old temple, but there is this spiritual ascent, the ascent of the soul. Psalm 84 recorded this journey. Blessed are those whose strength is in you, in whose heart are the highways to Zion. They go through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The early rain also covers it with pools. They go from strength to strength. Each one appears before God in Zion. This longing for God, this longing for fellowship with God, this longing for renewal that comes from God. And the psalm encourages us. In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. Now, the psalmist knows what it is to be discouraged in distress and identifies something that we're all only too familiar with. The lying tongues, the gossip, and the negative, hurtful, bitter speech of other people. Deliver me, O God, from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue. He recognizes that God will deal with people who sin against him, sins of word. What more shall be given to you? And what done to you, O deceitful tongue? A warrior's sharp arrows with glowing coals of the broom tree. Woe to me that I sojourn in Meshech, that I dwell among the tents of Kedar. Too long have I had my dwelling among those who hate peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. So it doesn't end in a very positive kind of way, and yet there is hope, because we're on a journey and we've only just taken the first step.